Dismissing some of the claims, Corporal Kurt Fraser is urging investigators to do a thorough search and to tell the truth. This as he spoke with a reporter in an exclusive interview with our news center. He has called for the Commissioner of Police to ensure a proper investigation is done to concretize the truth. Corporal Fraser, who up to news time remains in hiding, says he intends to turn himself over to the police, but says he fears the outcome because of what he calls the negative news circulating in the media since the incident.
Even my family know, I am really worried because these men, I heard, these men are gangsters. I'm learning now that the men that chase our vehicle are gangsters. Oh, I'm worried now. I am the breadwinner, or I'm the person, I'm the strong man for my family.
Mr. Fraser admits that on Saturday night, he, his colleague who died, and the one now in lockup were at the entrance of a dance at Chedwin Park off Old Harbour Road in St. Catherine, contemplating if they should go inside. He says they saw a policeman at the venue who appeared to be working. Mr. Fraser says while he and his colleagues were outside the venue, he heard two explosions and saw men running and entering a Tida motor car with guns in hand. Mr. Fraser said he and his team went into their car and chased the men. During the chase, he said, on approaching the intersection of Featherbed Lane and Old Harbour Road, they realized that they were also being chased. Mr. Fraser says he was sitting in the front passenger seat.
It does hear a lot of loud explosion and feel a lot of splinter flying all over in my back and face. And actually feel the vehicle was getting hit from, and from my experience, it was gunshot. And we were saying, what is this? So in a quick reaction by saying, what is this? I decided to start to, we realized the vehicle was still pursuing upon us and still gunshot was coming from that vehicle. I was seeing the flashes and hearing the loud explosion and actually feeling our vehicle getting the hit.
Mr. Fraser says the persons in his car were returning fire, but that it did little to ward off those in the car chasing them. He says their vehicle eventually crashed and he lost consciousness. Constable Fraser says shortly after, a crowd gathered and he was able to recognize a police vehicle nearby and called out for help.
And just pull the police jeep and say, "May I beg you to take me to the hospital, because they want to kill me, And when I look, I realized that I saw a policeman was in the vehicle. He was like confused too. But I was saying, these police, is the same police them. I was wondering, is the same police want to kill me? Oh. So the vehicle drive off. I think it drive off to the Hilton direction. I pull the door and roll out at the vehicle.
Also, while it was driving, or it stopped?
No, it was driving, but I think it slowed down at a bad spot at the road. And I just pull it off and slide out of the vehicle.
A top-level probe is underway into the early morning fatal shooting of Sheldon Junior Biggs Daly, which culminated in a high-speed car chase and a deadly shootout involving an off-duty cop and the alleged attackers, who turned out to be members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Corporal Rohan Williams, who was attached to the mobile reserve, was also killed in the incident. Janae Williams, Frontline News.